when you go on the road and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the UCF Knights, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Bearcats offense will take the field first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's King. Fires to the right. And it's caught. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Bearcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Bearcats are rolling down the field. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to...
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires on the move. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Knights offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like...
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Slithers into space. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked. on every single play early.
Which is illegal.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Direct snap. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's King. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Gets it out fast. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Barber. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Knights. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Dropping back, it's King. Here comes the heat. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Back to pass. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Knights are threatening in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The Knights want to pick up the tempo. Caught in the backfield. It's Barber. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Punts it out of the air. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They got nothing and liked it, or probably didn't like it on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Looking to throw, it's King. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. The pull and throw off the RPO.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success. Back
to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Working that left side now. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Oh, he makes the catch. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Touchdown, Knights! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give out of the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Back to throw, it's King. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more...
Got room on the return. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull.
Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking downfield, it's King. Unloads it left. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. Touchdown Knights. A great catch and run for 6.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Cincinnati, 0.
On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To throw, it's King. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate moving forward. The pass.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun to give, looking for room.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Bearcats will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Now improvising. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quick release on the RPO. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
At midfield, he's got room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
The Knights are flying down the field.
Cooler 18! Cooler 18! Let's go!
Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Knights back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Got to give this guy credit all season long. He's played well, he's stayed healthy, and he's just executed. With that last throw, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards as we get late in the season.
A lot of defenders around on that screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They want to run this quarterback. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCF! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. To the air, it's King. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got a man, it's Johnson. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll return it from around the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You know, as a quarterback in college football, if you just play one play at a time and do your job, the stats are going to come, the wins are going to come. Here we are late in the year. With that last completion, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards passing on the year.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Hauls it in.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hicks. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Off the RPO, complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Complete. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously...
There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Looking for a man, it's Hicks. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's a return from midfield. And the returner will be brought down. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. To the ground with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got the first down, looking for more. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds just short of the end zone, and they'll try to punch it in from there.
Oh, man, what a run. He wanted to get it in the house, but a nice explosive play in the run game to get all the way down to the 1, Palmer.
Great effort by him. I'd expect this offense now to try to...
Touchdown, Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. From the gun, the running back has it. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Wants to throw, it's Hicks. Almost had the completion, just missed it. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Got room to work. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs.
Military stun. Military stun.
The run from the shotgun.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column.
Pace. 27. Jump.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going for the goal line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. It's complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Gets it out quickly. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Leaves it with the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hicks. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Buys a little extra time. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. It's really easy to get caught up